Are these men, like, are these guys, is that it? Are you sure? Is that really it? Or are you just settling?
Good morning.
Good
Well,
morning.
I should say good morning, but anyway.
Like, good morning.
Hello to you all. They're watching. This is Amanda, and I'm really pleased to have Amanda joining us today. We're doing a slightly different focus than we typically do. My name is Grace, and we're going to be talking this morning about the single life, dating, some of the challenges, different kinds of things that people who are single experience as they're dating. So, Amanda, recently you got married.
Yes.
So congratulations
Thank
to
you.
Amanda. Prior to getting married, you probably were dating for some time,
Yeah.
and just wanted to be able to get your perspective.
It's all about preparing yourself and waiting and making sure that you're the best you that you can be for the person that's meant for you. In that time of waiting and trying to get to know the person, you're growing and you're experiencing different things and you're getting to know that person and you're getting to know yourself at the same time. So when I have friends that might have questions about how did you get into such a successful relationship, you need to just make sure that's that person. Like, don't rush anything, don't get ahead of yourself, don't make that person to be your husband and your wife so quickly. It's a process, and sometimes we get caught up in we want it now, and we want everything to happen just now. We want that instant gratification. But everything that's good takes time. You know, I went through a series of relationships that were just not it. I grew in the process of it, and I realized what I wanted and what I didn't want. And I said, you know, the next person, like, I just really want it to just be it. I don't want to have to search anymore. I just want everything to just kind of fall into place. I don't want to be in and out of relationships. I want it to be, you know, stable. I want to be stable. I want to be, you know, with that just one person. I had to come to a realization within myself, like, what do you want, Amanda? Like, what do you want? Where do you see yourself? Who do you see yourself with? And are these men, like, are these guys, is that it? Are you sure? Is that really it? Or are you just settling? You know, so if you know yourself and you know what you see in your future and what you like and what you want for you and your family to come, you kind of set that high standard. You don't just fall for anything or just settle for anything because you know who or what would make you happy. It gets frustrating because it's like, I just want that person already, but it takes time.
One of the things that I hear that I really appreciate what you're saying about the fact that it's a process, it takes time, and even though the process itself might be a little frustrating because, you know, of course you're going to be disappointed when you've been maybe dating somebody that you thought had the potential and it turns out not to be so.
Yeah, it's not so much.
Of course, it's going to be disappointing. However, what I also hear from what you're saying is that even in the disappointments, you're learning. You're getting a clearer idea of what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, and so that you can be more so focused on, as you get out there and you're meeting somebody else, you can assess whether or not this person kind of fits the idea of not perfection. Obviously, nobody is perfect, but fits along those like ideas and ideals that you have clarified in your mind as far as what it is you're interested in.
Right.
So that's really helpful to understand.
Really helpful. You have to go through, like, the bad apples to get to that one good apple, finding out, okay, what would be ideal for me? Who would be ideal for me? Do I like this trait? Do I like that trait? Not so much. Like, I want that person to be funny. I want that person to love God. I want that person to, you know, it's a process.
Right.
When it comes down to it, it's just a process.
Absolutely. So I have one more question, and that is, you know, As a woman, do you feel like there are specific issues that young women face? And if so, what might those be?
Young women, all in all, they just want somebody that just loves them and is faithful to them and is true to them. And in our generation, it's difficult to find such. Young women just really just want to find somebody that's going to be true to them, honest with them, and just love them for who they are. And they struggle finding that because society nowadays makes, things look like what it's really not. Young women struggle to find somebody that's gonna be just 100% with them all the time, and they settle. They end up settling for guys who aren't that. They might portray themselves as that in the beginning, but they aren't. And even when they find out that they aren't, they still stay, and they keep getting hurt and keep getting hurt and keep getting hurt and turn back. They keep forgiving them and turning back. And it's one thing to forgive somebody for hurting you, but to keep turning back to that same hurt, it's not good. Like, they just settle and they get used to settling. So even if that person doesn't work out, they'll do it with the next person, the next guy, and settle again and settle again. And it's sad because I have some friends that actually are going through that, and like I'll see it and I'm so sad for them because I see it for myself, and I see the guy intentionally hurting her over and over, and she just keeps turning back to him. They all see that Cinderella story. They want to be treated like a princess. They want that happy ending, and in the process of it, since they can't find it, they just kind of just settle.
So maybe one major thing to, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, is to realize that there will indeed be some bad situations, but there's quite likely a healthier person out there.
Right.
It's just important to choose not to settle for something less than is what you would like, and to kind of keep working at things and wait. That's another way.
I notice girls typically like bad guys. Like, they typically like edgy guys that are most likely just bad for them. And it could be a mix of looks and, just the persona that they kind of just like they gravitate towards. But they end up, hurting themselves at the end because that's not the guy that you should be going for. It might be the guy that's in the library. It might be the guy that's in his books. It might be the guy, but they don't see it like that. They see it as, he's cute or he has abs or whatever, but is that person really the one that's going to treat you the way that you should be treated?
Good point. Because, you're right. That's a good point. That, I suppose there is something like living on the edge a little bit with somebody who presents in a certain way, like a bad guy kind of look. But it does come with its consequences, and there's no point getting into a relationship thinking that, okay, so I'm going to make this guy, bad guy first, into something that I really want. It's not going to happen. So what you see is what you get.
Exactly. And I don't know why, but I've been through it too, so I don't know why we think like, oh, this person's gonna, he loves me. Oh yeah, no, girl. There's like 3 other girls he's telling he loves too, so yeah.
This has been such an interesting conversation, and it really is helpful to have your perspective, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed listening to Amanda and hearing from her the perspective of some of the challenges that young people and people who are even a little older, I'm sure, experience as they're dating. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to speaking with you again and seeing you in the future. Take care. Yes. Please subscribe to our channel.
Like the video.
Like the video.